Hi everybody. So I thought I'd do a little video for the lesson on Thursday, the 13th of August. This is our first online lesson, and this is the lesson where we are going to do problems on resultant force. So it's in these booklets of yours, your force booklets, and it's on page 8. And these are the questions that we are wanting to do on resultant force. So you always have a resultant force when you have a whole lot of forces acting on something and you add them all up, and my dog's just come to say hello. You add them all up, and if there is a leftover force, considering the direction, you will end up with acceleration. This leftover force is called the resultant force, and the formula that we use is F equals ma. So I've just written out the first question here. So a box of mass 8 kilograms is being pushed along the ground by a force of 45 newtons. A frictional force of 25 newtons is acting. So the first thing we have to do is draw a force diagram and write a vector equation for the resultant force. So how do we do the force diagram? So a box is just this box here. That's our box. And then the mass is 8 kilograms and it's pushed along the ground by a force of 45 newtons. I'm just making it like a pull force. 45 newtons acting this way. And then opposite that, friction acts against motion. So if the box is moving forwards, friction is going to act backwards. So your friction is a smaller force of 25 newtons. And the equation for resultant force is equal to 45 newtons acting that way plus 25 newtons acting the opposite way. Okay, so that's the equation for the resultant force. You add forces, but if they're in opposite directions, what you do is you find their difference and put the direction of the larger force. Okay, and B is what is the size of the resultant force acting on the box. So when you subtract 45, take from 45, you take away 25, your resultant force is 20 newtons and it's acting that way. And then the last part, C, is use the equation F resultant equals ma to calculate its acceleration. So part C, we write the equation F equals ma. F is your leftover force, 20 newtons. Your mass is 8 kilograms times A. You divide both sides by 8 because we just want the answer for A. So you go 20 divided by 8. So if you put that in your calculator, you will end up with your answer for acceleration. So you'll get 2 point something. 2.5 meters per second squared, and that's the answer for acceleration. Oh, you can't see that, so I'll just put that here. You get 2.5 meters per second squared. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll work through the answers and post that up as well for you, but you try out these questions on your own, and if there's something you don't understand, just flick me an email and I can do additional videos. So I hope that helped. Bye for now.